Oh,
Oh.
hey, how are you?
During the intro, Maureen fell out the window, apparently.
She did. I'm like, I'm missing someone. So, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Yes. Hey, Lana, how are you, hon? That was a hit. I come in and she ran away. Dang it.
Yeah, I saw a little square go black below in the basement, but then nope.
I felt like I got caught on something, and my necklace was caught on my shirt.
Oh
Weird.
no!
Hey, Dinky Jen, happy Mother's Day! Happy Mother's Day!
Yep.
I hope you guys are having a great afternoon, evening. Hello, Heidi, happy Mother's Day! Hello, Cindy, happy Mother's Day! Maureen's coming. She fell out the window. Amy, happy Mother's Day. Laura, happy Mother's Day. There she is. So
my other camera went off. I was like, what in the world? So I had to go out and come back in. Yeah.
Mary and Michelle, happy Mother's Day. Duffy, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone. There's our Lana and DK Jen. How are you ladies today? I'm so happy you're joining us. Okay, come on. And now my mouse doesn't want to work. There it goes. There's Heidi and Amy. I hope you're having a great weekend. And Cindy, thank y'all so much for being here. Mary, Michelle, Duffy Bear, how are you?
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Christy.
Happy
Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to everyone. Cynthia, how are you, sweetheart? And there's our Laura.
Hey, Laura, happy Mother's Day.
I hope you have all had a wonderful time so far. Happy Mother's Day, Candy. How are you, sweetie?
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, my goodness. Cindy says hers is starting out good. Her son's doing the dishes.
Oh, wow.
Best ever.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yes.
That's terrific. I would love that. But I do trust that you guys have had a wonderful week and a fantastic weekend, as well as a perfect Mother's Day.
Yes.
Absolutely. And you get to celebrate Mother's Day whether you have children or fur babies or a spouse.
Yes. Because we all know our spouse can be a baby too at times.
Hey, Nifty.
Hello, Nifty, sweetheart. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
So Coco was sharing with us that she celebrated yesterday. What was your Mother's Day weekend surprise or visitation?
I just went to my mom's place to, wish her happy Mother's Day, but my three boys were there and one of my stepkids. And we just we had some KFC and some cake and some libations and laughed our butts off for several hours.
Isn't that awesome? I mean, that's really great. I'm glad you had that time, not only with your mom, but with the kiddos as well.
That's spectacular.
Hello, Mima Dawn. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Hey, Dawn. Happy Mother's Day.
It was a great day, Duffy Bear.
It sounds spectacular.
And
I love that.
Froggy?
Well, I heard from, some loved ones telling me happy Mother's Day, and beautiful card from my husband. Gotta love it. He actually he says, to the love of my life.
Oh.
And right there it says, for an incredible wife and mother.
Oh.
You see the inside. It's dirty. No, it's not. I'm teasing.
He has lovely handwriting.
Yes, he does for a man. He does.
He does have good handwriting. Well, yeah, he did. It's not a dirty message, actually. It's really not. It says, to the love of my life, Joey. But see how nice and neat that is?
I know.
Yeah. He does have good hand. It's a beautiful card.
It really is.
He has good taste.
Mm-hmm.
I always pick the funny cards. But he has baked me a cake.
Oh,
And
What
awesome.
flavor?
it is marble cake, which is my favorite,
Wow.
with fudge
Yum.
icing. And he's
Oh,
making, I'm like been craving pasta lately, so he's making me spaghetti. So
Oh,
oh,
super
awesome.
stoked. But
yay.
let's grab a hold of some of these ladies coming in here. So
Hey,
hello to
Zoila.
Zoila and Cynthia. Happy Mother's Day, ladies.
Yes, hello. How are y'all?
Hello.
He
He
is a
is
keeper.
Zoila. He's a keeper.
He is a big keeper. I'm super, super happy. I mean, I know there's nothing I needed, and I have most of my wants, so
Right.
that's perfect for me. I'm
Yep.
very, very pleased.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm happy. And Maureen, you do tell.
I had a very nice long conversation with my youngest daughter. She has been busy, so I haven't even been able to catch her to talk to her for 2 months. And so she got me caught up on everything, what was going on with them. Um, had some nice little chit chats back and forth with a couple of the grandkids. Um, I won't hear from my oldest daughter until much later this evening, simply because uh, they had
Prom.
prom last night. And even though it's a little late in the year as far as I'm concerned, but you know, right after January, it just seems all the venues get snatched up and dates get snatched up. So the kids' prom this year really was pretty late.
That
So
is late.
it really
Really?
is late. Yes.
Oh, we always used to. I mean, my son's is the 31st of May, but we
Oh,
Wow.
always got married. Married. We always had our grad mid June.
right.
It was
Well,
always
see,
mid June.
he graduates the
He hasn't been
23rd.
to the I apologize, Heidi. I really do, but he hasn't been to the post office.
Yes.
I
Um,
I really am sorry.
but really, in all the small schools I've ever taught in, March, April is about the time we have prom. We did try one year having a what they call it, winter
Formal.
formal, and
Mhm.
then like a couple of months later we had the prom, and that just that was just way too crazy. So
My
um,
prom was held in April, and
mm-hmm.
I graduated May 15th.
Yes, see, we our prom has always been like the week before spring break or the week after spring break, but before Easter. But this year, like I said, it
Oh,
just got
nice.
crazy. But anyhow, I know I won't hear from her until later. But anyway, yeah, we're going to have, we had planned for Wayne's girls and grandkids and stuff to be over here today for hamburgers and hot dogs. But one of the daughters is sick, so we have her little one with us this afternoon. So that's been a lot of fun.
That's
You
fun.
forget how tiring a 4-year-old can make you. I'm just
Yes.
saying. But he's been a
Very
joy. He's been a really, really good little boy. He honestly has. Um,
that's wonderful.
yeah. And then the granddaughter that has our great grandson, he woke up sick today. So it's just going to be us here, and which is okay because now everybody's happy that the menu's going to change.
Ah, happy Mother's Day, Ola Joe.
Hello, Ola
Hello.
Joe. Thank you for joining us, and happy Mother's Day to you. Exactly, Zoila. One year, now this is when my second daughter graduated high school. It wasn't her class, but it was the class right after her. Things got so crazy that they put off their prom until like the first or second weekend in June. It was
Wow.
really crazy that year. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just normal for us. I guess that like the high school that I went to, they wanted to make sure you're graduating before
Mhm.
you spent all the money on prom, right?
Right,
So,
right.
Well, happy birthday to your husband, Cynthia.
Oh,
yay.
oh, that's
Wow.
awesome, Cynthia. Pretty
Nice.
cool when it happens that way, isn't it?
You enjoy your family.
Yes, ma'am.
That's way more important.
But we
Mhm.
appreciate you being here. But yes,
That's
you can
way
always
more.
catch the replay, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I will say that hubby has let me sit in my yarn room most of the day.
Oh,
And I have been able to crochet and catch up on some YouTube videos and watch some lives and enjoy myself. I
that's
have.
good.
That's awesome. That's
Mm-hmm.
I love that. You know, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
at some point go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's a little hard to do any crocheting with a 4-year-old because they want to know what you're doing and can they do it too. And I'm like, okay, we're going to put this away and we're going to play something you want to play.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this
goodness.
week I cleaned out there's one room we kind of abandoned because we moved the living room to my old office. And so I gutted it. It was just storage, just stuff on stuff.
Really?
So I gutted it. I cleaned it out completely.
Wow.
A little chair. I put my little bouquet of flowers that my kids gave me on the table there. It's just so nice and clean and I don't know.
Zen.
Yeah, exactly. I can focus in there. But Mr. Cocktails, at some point he comes in there. He's like, "We're on the same floor. Why aren't we together?" So he sits down in the chair next to me, and we talk for a little bit. And he's like, "There's no TV in there or anything. It's literally just me, my thoughts, my tablet, whatever." He's like, "Well, this is boring. I'm going back to my room."
Oh my word. That's funny. That's
Mhm.
very funny. I'm very tickled.
Yeah.
It's been a really good day and I've enjoyed it.
Well, you're talking about no TV in there. We had the great grandson spend the night Friday night. He had a ball game, which we didn't. We went to go see that ball game, and then because I think that one was a makeup, and then we saw his Saturday game. So he came and spent the night with Wayne's second daughter, and he calls her Gigi. Anyway, so we're sitting there and we're eating breakfast, and we're talking about. I don't know how we got on the subject of, but we got to talking about how TVs used to come in great big boxes, and he wanted to know about, the big old TV boxes and stuff. And I said, and you know what, Ezra? And he said, what? And I said, when I was growing up, we only had one TV, and it was pictures were only black and white. There were no colors, and it was only this big.
Yeah.
And then when I got married, we only had one TV, and it was in the living room. We didn't have TVs in our bedroom.
Oh.
And he's like, no.
How did you live?
I know, no TV in your bedroom?
Nope. No. I'll even shock you now. I don't have a TV in my bedroom.
I just got one.
Don't.
Really?
I choose not to have one in my bedroom. It's very distracting. And I want that to be the Zen place.
Right.
So there's no television in my bedroom on purpose.
Exactly.
I really
no remote control.
No remote control.
5 channels.
Yeah.
Three.
Yeah.
We had 3. And then I remember when there was a 4th network.
Yes.
That was funny.
I remember when we finally could, if you twisted the rabbit ears just right, and put some extra foil on it, you could get PBS.
Extra foil. I remember that.
Extra foil.
Yep.
You get a quiet house to yourself, Amy. Wonderful.
Awesome.
Yes, she does.
Exactly.
Wow.
Well, we just chose not to do it because then you're going to end up sitting in the bedroom, laying in the bed, watching the TV, and it becomes a distraction. And then when you're trying to go to sleep, you have the TV on, and it keeps you from having a restful sleep. So the first thing the doctor suggested for the insomnia was take the TV out of the bedroom.
Right.
And we did. And yes, it did help. So no TV in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And I don't watch TV at night per se. It's more, I put on a YouTube screensaver.
Yeah.
Like a lightning storm or whatever. So it's still dark, but there's something on there. I play my Spotify slow jams playlist. But if I wake up in the morning, I just don't feel like it that day,
Right.
I could stream my YouTube on the TV in the
Yeah.
morning kind of thing. So it's not like a nighttime thing for me. It's just it's there, but
yeah.
Well, happy Mother's Day, Granny D.
Happy Mother's Day, Granny D, sweetheart. Thank you
And
for joining us.
Thank you so much for your raid. And this is
Yes,
for you,
ma'am.
Granny D, and all your raiders. And
Yep.
Nifty, I understand you don't watch television, but I very rarely watch any television because I really can't see it. I
Right.
watch maybe 2 different things on TV, but I'm listening to it. I'm not really watching it.
Right.
I like the shawl, Heidi, from the photo, but my husband hasn't been to the post office, sweetheart.
Aw.
I wish he would go, but as much as I fuss, he doesn't go. I'm sure he'll go tomorrow after work, though. Yeah. Well, hello, Dawn. Happy Mother's Day. You have a TV on, have a TV in the bedroom only for when we have company. We go to bed early.
Ah.
Okay.
You go have fun, Cynthia.
Yep.
And Heidi, I want it extremely, very much want it, but I can't drive. They don't let blind people drive.
She could, but nobody wanted to be in the streets at that moment.
I could.
Cynthia, you go and join your company, sweetheart. She says the action's starting around here.
You enjoy it. I would love to drive, but I don't have a driver's license anymore. They took that away. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I've been nagging him every day to go, but he hasn't gone. Oh, is it really, Jen? Really? Yeah, I don't. I prefer to listen to an audiobook, and then I have what do they call that? Green noise or brown noise? Like rainstorms and stuff. That helps. Hello, Cindy. Happy Mother's Day.
Hello.
Happy Mother's Day, Mimo Dawn.
Exactly. It wouldn't be safe for everyone else.
Well, I could drive on the sidewalk.
You probably would. Not on purpose, though.
Not on purpose. No, I probably would. And oops, that would cause issues. I think Maureen's having trouble with her internet there.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, I am very glad they came to visit. I think that's fantastic for her.
Yeah.
So, how has everyone's Mother's Day been?
Yeah.
Were you able to have company, or were you able to go out somewhere? Do tell and let us know.
We're nosy like that. We want to know.
You're nosy. Well, thank you for being a raider.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're nosy. I'm nosy anyway. I just can't help it. Look, restful. How awesome is that?
Yeah.
Mine was not. My cat woke me up at 1:15 this morning.
Oh, no.
It was Wednesday, of course. Mama wasn't happy. Oh, how wonderful, Zoila.
Oh,
went
awesome.
out. Is man. Oh, went to his man shed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, it's still blurred for me, so I was trying to make out what the word was. That's not you. It's my eyes.
Yeah, and Lana watched a movie with her son while the dogs played. Awesome sauce.
Love that. Wonderful, Granny D.
That's awesome, Granny D.
I'm so glad you did, Granny D. You've crocheted and sat around. What do you think I did, Dawn? Oh, that's wonderful, Zoila.
Oh, that is neat.
Oh, I love that for you. That's great. That is spectacular. I did get to visit with some friends earlier on Zoom.
Good.
So that
Awesome.
was wonderful. I enjoyed that. I love hearing all their stories about their moms and their kiddos, and that's
Mhm.
wonderful. Duffy's been watching TV all day, catching up on some TV series. That's wonderful.
Awesome.
That's right. Yep.
Love
Yep.
that.
Very cool.
Absolutely wonderful news.
I used to love Mother's Day, especially when all of us could get together at my mom's house.
Mhm.
There's been a few years where I remember the very first time we pulled this on my mom. Ooh, yeah. We just told her, Mom, we can't be there this weekend. We can do it the weekend before or the weekend after, But
Oh,
yes. And then so mom and dad go to church and all of us get there and get stuff set up while they're at church. And so she comes home and she sees all these cars in the driveway. And she comes walking in, and you can tell on her face she can't make up her mind whether to be angry or happy with us.
oh my goodness gracious.
That's
That's
hilarious.
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Oh,
We used to
I
try to do things like that to her all the time. But you can only do that kind of trick once,
yeah. Oh yeah. I was reminiscing earlier with the things that my children have done for me, made for me and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy thinking back on all the little things they would make and
Right,
the little cards they would make. I love that. That
right.
was always so fun.
Yeah.
And that's
So I,
really what's kind of cool about having the grandkids, or even nieces and nephews, because they will make you things as well, even though you may not be their grandma or anything. But yeah,
I
I love
love that.
getting little handmade things from the
Yes.
littles. I just really do.
I think it's adorable when they take the time to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It tickles me. Just that little tiny thing. It's
Hmm.
it's just cute. And I need to pull some of them out and show them to them. Look what you did when you were little.
Yes, exactly.
To this day, Christian still on my birthday, he will make me a card. And
Really?
every year he tries to outdo himself. There's always something hilarious in it. So I don't know, it's a joke or something. Like, yeah, every year he makes it. He makes it funny. Yeah.
I love that.
That's so sweet.
That's
Yeah.
spectacular. I love that idea.
Yep.
Oh. And of course, even my fur babies were getting in on the deal. You get you some coffee, D, because Wednesday woke me up a little bit after 1:00 this morning.
Oh my goodness.
I thought, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, your grown-up kids still make you handmade cards. Oh my goodness.
She said because one year she told him that was her favorite kind of card. So I mean,
I
yeah,
love that. That is
Yeah.
marvelous.
especially since they still do it. That's really cool.
I would be over the moon. I love
Mhm.
that. That's very heartwarming. I love the handmade things like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's heartwarming.
Yeah. And plus, like, I never want my kids to spend money on me.
No.
No.
Just make me something. Just
Mhm.
No.
Just
No.
come spend time with me.
Yes.
yeah.
That's all I
Exactly.
ask for is some
Mhm.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
A phone call maybe. You got a scrapbook, Soila. How lovely is that?
Awesome.
That's great.
That is awesome, hon.
Yeah.
So, what is everyone's most memorable Mother's Day? That's make you do. Hey, Carrie, happy Mother's Day.
Hello, Carrie, my sweetheart. Happy Mother's Day.
Ew.
I'll start. I mean, if
Okay.
y'all,
Okay.
my most memorable Mother's Day is my very first Mother's Day.
Aw.
That was the year that my son Roy was born. He was born January 15th, And my real mother passed away on April 4th.
Mm.
My birthday was April 28th. And then, of course, Mother's Day was a couple weeks later in May. And one, I didn't want to celebrate my birthday.
Right.
But my dad and my brother showed up at my house with a cake and balloons.
Mhm.
And then I didn't want to do anything on Mother's Day.
Right.
You know, my mom had just died. And then here comes my dad and my stepmom and my sister at my house on Mother's Day with some flowers and a card for being
Aw.
a new mom. So
Yeah.
to me, that is my most memorable Mother's Day because they went above and beyond
Right.
what normally people would do
Mhm.
to do something for me, to lift my spirits, to make
Right.
me feel better, which really helped a lot. So that to me is my most memorable one. Hello, Jules. Happy Mother's Day.
Hello, Julie. Happy Mother's Day to you, sweetheart.
So
I don't have one particular that stands out for me. I love that every single year, all three of my boys show up and they're there, you know?
well,
Yes.
what was your first Mother's Day like then, Coco? Can you
so long
remember that
ago.
far?
That was 30 years ago, dude. Honestly, it probably wasn't that good because I was still with my ex and he was an a-hole. So it probably wasn't good.
Well, Maureen, come on, give me a memorable one.
Well, since you asked about first Mother's Day, my
Yeah.
oldest daughter was born the first weekend in May.
Mm-hmm.
And the church that we belonged to always gave a prize for the our bouquet of flowers for the oldest mother and the youngest mother. And oh my goodness, there were so many in our Sunday school class that was trying to get me to come to church that next Sunday because I would have been the youngest mother.
Yeah.
But my doctor had already told me you don't go anywhere for 2 weeks, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't get it. But, yep.
I would have gone.
So it's maybe not the most memorable one, but that was my first one.
I would have gone to church, not for the flowers, but
No.
But that's cute.
Yeah, but I got teased about it a lot. Well, you know, if you'd have showed up, and I'm like, well, you don't. I mean, I was young. Shoot, my doctor said don't go out. I wasn't going to go out. Were they crazy?
Yeah. Oh, don't even worry about it, Zoila.
Zoila, do what you got to do. That's more important.
That's right. That's right.
Don't worry about us. So, anyone in the chat, tell us about either your first Mother's Day or your most memorable Mother's Day.
Yes.
Whether it's with one of your children or your fur baby, or if it's with your mom.
That's right.
Because I really would love to know. I get a real kick out of it. It's always interesting. I remember my sister that's 3 years younger than me. She only has one child. And her first Mother's Day, when I called her to tell her Happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
And she just bawled. She bawled her eyes out. And it was so funny. Her son is 11. And, you know, she's 3 years younger than me. And her son's 11 now. And just listening to her bawl her eyes out, I can't believe I'm a mom. Oh, it just tickled me to hear that.
Well, my youngest of my 3 girls was the first one to make me a grandma. And he was born in June, so she had to wait a whole year, you know, basically before we could say Happy Mother's Day to her. And like yours, she bawled. She's like, oh my gosh, you know, I mean, she was thinking more about celebrating Mother's Day with her mama and that kind of thing. And I'm like, sweetheart, you are now a mother too.
Yes, that's what my sister was thinking. She was thinking about our real mother who had already passed.
Yeah.
and not thinking about the fact that Bo was just born in October, and it's her very first Mother's Day, and I'm calling to tell her Happy Mother's Day, first one, and she's bawling her eyes out, and I'm going, "You're the new mom."
That's right.
Oh, you're me, yes, you. It was adorable. Julie said, "My first Mother's Day, I celebrated with my mom and my son Justin. He was about 7 months old."
Oh,
That's sweet.
yeah.
Oh, I love
Actually,
that.
my first Mother's Day, Cody would have been like 2 months old only. He was like just fresh out the oven.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Roy was born January 15th, and then Mother's Day was that May, so he was very tiny.
Yeah.
That was adorable. That was really.
Like I said, my oldest was born May the 6th, and then boom, the very next weekend was Mother's. Yeah.
That's
wow. Yeah, that's even more fresh out the oven. That's literally so warm.
Crust hasn't settled yet.
It's such a beautiful Mother's Day gift to have your child that close to Mother's Day or on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
I don't think I would want on Mother's Day though, because that's supposed to be a day about you.
It is supposed to be a day about you, but I don't know. I think if I had to pick a holiday to have my child on, I think I would pick Mother's Day. I do.
I wouldn't. No, it's the one day people leave me alone.
I would not choose Christmas Day, but that's when my youngest was born. So
that is to me it is much better than Christmas Day. Because bless your child. Oh my goodness. So let's get you a little bit of information about the history of Mother's Day.
Yeah, because it has always been a national holiday.
No, ma'am. Mother's Day is a holiday honoring motherhood. It is observed in different forms throughout the world. In the United States, it falls today. The American incarnation of Mother's Day was created by Anna Jarvis in 1908 and became an official U.S. holiday in 1914. Jarvis would later denounce the holiday's commercialization, and that's a long word, and spent the latter part of her life trying to remove it from the calendar. While dates and celebrations vary, Mother's Day traditionally involves presenting moms with flowers, cards, and other gifts. Okay, Mother's Day, celebrations of mothers and motherhood can be tracked back to the ancient Greeks and Romans, who held festivals in honor of the mother goddess Rhea and Cybele. But the clearest modern precedent for Mother's Day is the early Christian festival known as Mothering Sunday. Once a major tradition in the United Kingdom and parts of Europe, this celebration fell on the fourth Sunday in Lent and was originally seen as a time when the faithful would return to their, quote, mother church, the main church in the vicinity of their home, for a special service. Over time, the Mothering Sunday tradition shifted to a more secular holiday, and children would present their mothers with flowers and other tokens of appreciation. This custom eventually faded in popularity before emerging with the American Mother's Day in the 1930s and the 1940s. In the United States, Mother's Day celebrated in the U.S. dates back to the 19th century. In the years before the Civil War, Anne Reeves Jarvis of West Virginia helped start Mother's Day work clubs to teach local women how to properly care for children. These clubs later became a unifying force in a region of the country still divided over the Civil War. In 1868, Jarvis organized Mother's Friendship Day, at which mothers gathered with former Union and Confederate soldiers to promote reconciliation. Another precursor to Mother's Day came from the abolitionist and suffragette Julia Ward Howe. In 1870, Howe wrote the Mother's Day Proclamation, a call to action that asked mothers to unite in promoting world peace. In 1873, Howe campaigned for a Mother's Peace Day to be celebrated every June 2nd.
Wow.
Other Mother's Day pioneers include Juliet Calhoun Blakely, a temperance activist who inspired a local Mother's Day in Albion, Michigan in the 1870s. The duo of Mary Sasson and Frank Herring, meanwhile, both worked to organize Mother's Day in the late 19th and 20th centuries. Some have even called Herring the father of Mother's Day.
Aw.
Anna Jarvis.
We should do that again.
Yeah.
Anna Jarvis was the daughter of Anne Reeves Jarvis. Following her mother's death, Anna Jarvis conceived of Mother's Day as a way of honoring the sacrifices mothers make for their children. After gaining financial backing from a Philadelphia department store owner named John Wanamaker in May of 1908, she organized the first official Mother's Day celebration at a Methodist church in Grafton, West Virginia. That same day also saw thousands of people attend a Mother's Day event at one of Wanamaker's retail stores in Philadelphia. Following the success of the first Mother's Day, Jarvis, who remained unmarried and childless her whole life, resolved to see her holiday added to the national calendar, arguing that American holidays were biased toward male achievements. She started a massive letter writing campaign to newspapers and prominent politicians, urging the adoption of a special day honoring motherhood. By 1912, many states, towns, and churches had adopted Mother's Day as an annual holiday, and Jarvis had established the Mother's Day International Association to help promote her cause. Her persistence paid off. In 1914, when President Woodrow Wilson signed a measure officially establishing the second Sunday in May as Mother's Day. There you go.
Hello, Serena. Thank you for joining us, sweetie.
Hello, Serena. Happy Mother's Day.
I almost lost it when you said Wanamaker.
I know.
What's your name? Wannamaker. It's Wannna.
Yeah.
M-A-K-E-R. Wanamaker.
Still.
I find that's kind of incredible that
almost
one.
Like, what does he want to make? I'm sorry.
Her.
Oh, really? Teaching young ladies how to be mothers. Some new mothers really need the support. Absolutely.
Isn't that the truth?
I agree completely.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I agree. I think they should.
Well, it's like we always say, they give you the baby whenever you walk out, the door. You don't get an owner's manual. Not like everything else you buy.
It's harder to get a rescue dog.
Yes.
Yes.
It is. Yes. It's harder to get a driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anything, really, maybe not even a pamphlet. Maybe you have to take a class.
Because that would be very good. Yes.
Some people don't read what they're given, you know?
Yeah.
I would have. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Yeah. Because there's a really good book called What to Expect the First Year. The first book was called What to Expect When You're Expecting. And that was
that one.
Book. So they came out with What to Expect the First Year. And I think those are absolutely fantastic books, but trying to get somebody to actually read that is not exactly going to happen. So a class would be better. And maybe keep them in the hospital for an extra day and make them go through some instruction.
Yes, exactly.
I think it's like back in the day, just knowledge was passed down from your mother to that mother. And that's a little less.
And it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. Right. Well, see, whenever my oldest was born, my husband's mom came and stayed with me a week. And then my mom came and stayed with me 2 weeks. But
that's the way it should have been.
yeah,
You
young
know?
people don't have that luxury anymore because their parents are still of an age where they're still working. So unless you have the opportunity to take off.
Here she is. Serena, her name is Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Wednesday.
Even the hospital stay has changed.
Yeah.
Like when I had Cody, I was in the hospital for like 3-4 days. When I had Cohen, it was like, here's your baby, go home. Like, stay at them one night. Like, it's crazy.
Right.
Well, due to diabetes, I always end up staying a few days. So that just happened with me. But hello, Mary. Welcome in. And
hello, Mary. Thank you for joining us.
When I was born, my father's mother stayed for a month to help my mom.
Yeah.
Because my mother's mother worked. So that was really helpful for her. Now, when my first child was born, nobody helped me.
Right.
My husband he brought me home from the hospital and went to work. And left me alone for almost an entire day when his sister told him to come home and help me. But he didn't help me with the baby. He just kept the fire going. I didn't have anybody that assisted me.
Right.
I would have liked it. I really would have liked it. I think
I'm kind of glad my ex-mother-in-law didn't come because she was very critical, and I would end up like behind bars, I swear. But
thank you.
My mom was a phone call away, so.
Well, I would call my grandmother, and she would assist me on the phone with any questions I had, But then with the second one, I didn't need any help. And with my third one, when I did have to have the emergency C-section, I had Joey, and Joey was incredible. I can't even begin to tell you how incredible Joey was. But I think it's always nice to have someone, a male, female relative, to come and stay with you for at least the first month to not necessarily take care of the baby, but to take care of the mother, so the mother can care for the baby.
Yes.
That would have been more helpful to me. With my first child.
Right.
We weren't laughing at you, Froggy. Just that.
I know you were
laughing at Soyla.
No, I
knew you weren't. News.
No, I knew you weren't laughing at me. I think it would be helpful to anybody who has a child.
Yes.
To at least minimum of 2 weeks assistance. We helped out Kaylin when she had her grandson.
Right.
We took care of her. I didn't take care of that baby. That was her.
Right.
But we made sure that she had food and clean clothing. Bills were paid. And she got plenty of sleep. Just what you're supposed to do.
I don't know what country it is, but it's a European country where when you have a baby, they send you home from the hospital with this box that doubles as like a bassinet with all the stuff you'll need to get through like your first month with the baby, like diapers and all kinds of stuff. Like just a box of stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking France, but I could be wrong. But definitely some European country. They send you home with this box.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
DK Jen, are you still here? I want to ask DK Jen something if she's still here. If not, it's no big deal. But DK Jen, are you still here? Because I think I had read in the UK where they want the parent. Oh, Duffy. Yeah.
Duffy said
in the UK, do they want the mother to stay home with the child for the first 3 years? Is that am I correct? Because in the US, you get 6 weeks.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you are lucky.
In Canada, you get about a year.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that really is.
I think, honestly, I think 1 to 3 years at home with a child should be expected.
Well, that's their formative years.
It
And
is.
not only that, it's not quite 3 years. I think it's a year. Hey, even just a year is great because, there are many mothers out there that have that after baby blues syndrome. And 6 weeks is not enough, number one, to recognize that's what they're going through. And number two, to be over it by the time they go back to work. So,
And to let go of a 6-week-old baby.
9 months
Oh.
worth.
Yeah.
Even that's awesome, Jennifer.
And, and if they're breastfeeding,
Yes.
6 weeks you have to pump.
Mhm.
If you're off work for 9 months to a year, you can fully breastfeed that child
Yes.
before you want to transition them over.
Mhm.
Yeah. And in Canada, it's not just you get paid. I mean, it's about not full pay. I think it's like 85% of your pay.
That's still good.
Well, that's
Unemployment.
better.
But it's not just that. You're guaranteed your job back. Like they cannot let you go while you're on that leave.
I love that.
That is so awesome.
That is way awesome.
Yeah, because then that allows young people that want to have children, there's not that burden of, we get pregnant, we have the child, now we're with that loss of income. So we got to get back to work right away. And that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
But it creates a difference. And I'm not saying anybody here does this. And I'm not pointing anybody out. I've seen it in TV shows. I've seen it in documentaries where the infant, and now infant for me is 6 months, 9 months or younger. The infant goes to daycare and they leave it laying in the playpen and go about their business, and there's no stimulation.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no
interaction.
There's no attention, no stimulation. The baby's just there. But if you're at home with your child, you are more likely to interact with that child, do something with your baby, talk to your child, carry your child around.
Yeah, a lot of bonding happens that first year too.
Oh, yes.
The extreme. Yes. And I think it would make a huge difference. I do. I think it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
I don't like I spent the first year with every one of my kids, the whole first year with them.
Yeah.
So
and not only that, I mean, it's a physically traumatic thing to go through, to just pick up and go back to work in 6 weeks. You're exhausted. Things are torn. Like you're depressed. You're exhausted. It's ridiculous.
It is. You are very exhausted. The first year with Roy, I went back to work in 6 weeks, but I worked midnights. So my husband was with the baby and I went to work. I got off work and I watched my son. I don't call it babysitting. It's my son. I watched my son. And then he came home and I went to sleep until I had to go to work. That's
exactly, Jennifer. That's what happened with me. My husband was home 2 weeks and then went back to work all 3 times.
Mine only took off 1 week. My ex-husband only took off 1 week.
No. The dads up here can take an entire year too, or you can split half and half.
Joey took 3 months. I'm dead serious. Joey took 3 months off.
Well, that's better than just 2 weeks or even a week, honestly.
Andy took 1 week. Joey took 3 months.
Oh, Mary. Her husband took off a week for each child. Then he was let go. Wow.
Oh, really? He went, wow.
Took off a month. Took off a month for each child.
Oh, you get paternity leave too. That's nice.
Great. That really is. Yep.
It's more healthy for the baby.
Well, and for the mother too. I mean, it's like Coco said, we ourselves go through such a traumatic experience.
We
Not only
do.
carrying the baby, but then through childbirth and then everything that goes on after that. I mean, you're a new mother. And yes, I'm not saying that dads don't contribute, but mamas, especially if you're breastfeeding, become really the primary caregiver for that child. So,
Well,
and
and
like you said, 6 weeks? Whoa. No, that
it's
ain't time to
incredibly
be fixing
traumatic.
anything. Mm-hmm.
But
When you think about it, though, how amazing are we, though, that we
Yes.
can create life, sustain that life just from our own bodies, even once they're out
Right.
for like a year.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some people breastfeed longer than a year.
Right.
Longer than a year, but yeah, I'm the first two I breastfed for a year. And my third one I breastfed for 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have breastfed him longer, but I had a stupid pediatrician. I wanted to let everybody know, surprise giveaway.
Yay.
So, what are we going to give away? Well, we are going to give away these
Aren't they pretty?
2 bags. So, Maureen, you got to tell them which one's going to be first.
Okay, the one that is really right up there in the front, the one that has the, there you go, the one that she has the hand over, that will be the first one. Now, these are made by our wonderful, all handmade Connie. They are zippered across the top, and they are big enough to put a small project in.
Yep.
I don't know if they have a pocket on the inside, but I do know that they are lined.
And they are box bottom.
Yes, they do have the box bottom. I'm sorry Connie's not here to show them to us physically, but she is spending Mama's Day with her mama. So
Yes.
Oh, yes. We love every one of you that come here and support us every week, and you deserve a little bit something extra. Now, there are only 2 today, so we're going to give them away here right at the end. Let's see.
I already got the first word. So,
oh, good. So here you go.
If you guys,
hello, Lulu. How are you, sweetheart? Cindy.
So if you guys are ready, you're
Here we
going to
go.
have to put in this word, and yeah, I'm excited.
What's the word? What's the word? Mom. There you go, folks. Type in the word mom if you're interested in the bag.
If you're interested in the bag, type in the word mom. I'm collecting comments now. And just to keep everything above board, you only have to write it once because it's not going to count duplicate comments. Only 8. There we go.
Now we're rocking.
It's
well,
open.
We're gathering moms. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
It's open worldwide. Open worldwide.
As long as like with all our giveaways, you will need to email me, and we'll have the email address up here in just a little bit. You will have to email me. Now, folks, I will not come looking for you. So if your name is drawn, you be sure and holler at me. Hello, Leslie. I didn't see you come in earlier.
Hi, Leslie. Happy Mother's Day.
And we will give you 1 week in which to holler at me.
If we don't receive your email by 4 p.m. Eastern next Sunday, you forfeit.
That's right. Oh, you went and took a shower. Well, sweetheart, that's okay. You came in at the best part. Type the word mom. Oh, you already did. Good girl, good girl.
You have until 4 p.m. Eastern, the 18th of May, to claim your prize if you win. You will need to email mycrochetstory.tx@gmail.com.
And we will put that in just a few minutes.
And we are not responsible for any duties, fees, or taxes or customs fees.
Thank you, Zoila.
And you must be able to accept a package from the United States in your country. And this is not sponsored by YouTube. It is sponsored by Twisted Fiber Friends.
That's right.
All righty. And we have only 12 entries.
Oh my goodness.
All these people in the chat and only 12 entries. Wow.
There's anyone in the chat, and some may just be lurking.
Yeah, that could be.
Wow.
Zoila, exactly. Great odds.
It's better odds for all you guys. I'm
And one of the
getting
chat's like, stop telling people to put it.
I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to draw it. This is for the blue bag, so here we go.
Mary King. Congratulations. Oh, dude.
Oh, no, it changed.
Yes,
Last second changed. Dinky Jen.
Congratulations, DK Jen. You get that pretty blue bag.
I was like, who are you talking about?
Well,
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations, Jen.
DK Jen.
Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm resetting the giveaway tool.
That last roll took forever. I thought it was done.
That's why when it stopped, I thought, well, there she is.
Well, give me a minute. I'm resetting it. Wow. You guys are just shouting, and I'm like, what are you saying?
Yeah, we jumped the gun, didn't we?
I'm like, what? Okay, hang on. Oh, come on. All right, hang on.
Just seeing the bags reminded me, I got this today. Woo! And it's such a happy bag. I had to get it. Look how happy that bag is.
Oh, look at the colors.
Wow, I love the colors.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
That is bright and sunshiny.
I love it.
I love that. That is happy.
Happy.
That's very happy.
Okay,
You're
what's our
welcome. And now, then there's one more bag to give away, and we got just a couple minutes. So the last bag. Right,
there we
mother.
go.
So right, mother. And here we go. And I'm collecting comments now.
Here we go.
1.
That should be 2. 3.
Man, y'all were slacking.
5. Some of them might be lagging just a little bit behind us.
Yeah, there's about a 20-second delay.
Yeah, it could be.
That's okay. I'm waiting on it. I'm getting
we're up
in
to
on
12.
it. Yep. It should be in it. Keep on going. Come on. Type the word mother. Let's go. Type the word mother. I'll give you another minute or two. Love you. Love you. Let's go. Oh, we got a couple more coming in.
Got a lucky
There
13.
All right. And I'm getting ready to draw.
Oh, Michelle's like, we're not leaving it at 13.
No, we're not.
All right. Well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zoila!
Congratulations, Zoila. You got the second pretty little blue bag.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That was good. I waited for confetti this time.
Thank you so much for entering.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You guys are awesome.
DK Jen, Zoila, be sure and email me so I have your address and we'll get those out to you this week.
Yes.
Yep.
You guys, now you have until the 18th at 4 Eastern.
That's right.
And
But you
otherwise,
might as well get it out of the way now since you're here on your computer anyway.
Right.
yeah,
That's right. Take just
Yeah.
a few moments, email me because I'll be checking it here in just
Yeah.
a little bit.
and
We want to say thank you all so much for being here with us. We're so happy that you spent a little bit of your Mother's Day with us. We do hope that whatever time left you have, that you can still enjoy either a phone call, just whatever, maybe a extra little special gift. So, Coco, I'm going to let you start us off.
Okay, I got to start by saying every time you do this to the cat, I want you to scratch my back.
Oh,
But but thank you all for coming. Happy Mother's Day to all the mummies, and we'll see you next time. Mwah! Love you, little bits.
All right. I want to let you guys know that next Sunday on the 18th, we will be having a special guest. So don't forget to be there. You will enjoy it and it will be on my channel. So
Yes, it
I
will.
can't wait to see you until then. Please have a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day and have a great week. Stay safe, be kind to one another, and happy yarning. And Maureen,
Again, folks, thank you so much for spending just a little bit of your time with us today. You could have been somewhere else, but you chose to spend it with us. Please also remember, be the light, that wonderful light that's inside of you. Be the light out there in the darkness for someone today because you never know. Could be your light they're waiting to see. We love you guys. Bye.
bye.
Bye, everyone.